The non-gods are a state of mind of competition, striving. Think of, there was a TV show, Mad Men. You ever see that? Okay, think of TV lawyers, constantly in strife to go in the firm and climb and get higher than each other. Think of teenage girls and their cliques. Try to remember high school. That kind of constant competition, which is stressful and wearying, and which you can never win with certainty, is the Asura realm. The human realm, it's 2 a.m. and you can't stop thinking about the audit, the kid that's not home yet, the funny noise the car is making, whether you're going to get the job you applied for, how you're going to do on the test tomorrow, whatever it is for you. You ever get where you just can't stop thinking? Excess mentation is the problem of the human realm. And animals eat food, get laid, go to sleep. Do it again tomorrow. Try not to be food. That's all there is to it. The ghosts, you felt this. Probably more so as a teenager. When the hormones are strong and the power is weak. Utter dissatisfaction, that wild, intense, I want, with no satisfaction to the want. Chocolate bar satisfies while you're chewing on it and then it's gone and you still want. Girlfriend satisfies while you're with her, but she goes home and you still want. Remember that? We've all had it. Asuras, hungry ghosts. They are imagined, visualized, as beings with very tiny mouths, very narrow necks, and really big stomachs that are always hungry and unable to eat enough through the little tiny mouth and the little skinny neck to satisfy the hunger of the great stomach. You ever feel like that? Anybody here ever use the words enough money? People rarely say that. Pretas and the hells. Ever be in a rage? Remember the heat, the hot tightness of fury. Come on, you felt it. The dog shat in your shoe at some point. Remember that feeling? How tight, how unpleasant it was? How you do almost anything, including strike, to get that to release. That anger, that fear. Remember that feeling? That's the hell realms. So you strike out, so it strikes you back, so you're more angry, you're more afraid, it escalates, until it is solid heat without movement. This is all inside us. These are the sufferings of samsara. These are the sufferings of the box we live in. And we go between rage, desire, greed, excess mentation twirling on our thoughts, can't put it down, ignorance, dullness, the way you feel after a few beers. Not when you're high from a few beers, after they're starting to wear off and you're just like, How about jealousy? Competitiveness? Even if it's just in your friendly poker game, it's still there. You ever get it stuck in your teeth where you were trying so hard to beat out the other guy that it just really mattered? I gotta win. This one I've gotta win. We've all felt it. These are your asuras. And we've all had those moments in time that are utterly perfect. Maybe it's when your baby's in your arm and you're rocking them. Maybe it's when you win the football game and the beautiful girl kisses you. Whatever moment in time that comes sometimes, the great joy and satisfaction of the God realms, and the horror that it doesn't last, that you lose it, that this marvelous moment in time at the top of the Ferris wheel will end. These are the round and rounds of samsara. These are the whys to meditate. These are the whys to practice. Are there further questions about the why? We'll get to the how, but I wanted to make the why clear first. We usually begin practice for purely selfish reasons. We hurt. We have noticed the suffering of samsara, that we can never be utterly satisfied, and that anything good we get wears off, and that our lovers die, our children die, we die. We start there, and many people begin to practice there. But it will not take you all the way, because it is a tightness. It's the Asura realm. You're competitive. I want out. I want out before you get out. I'm going to try harder, and then everybody's going to see what a fine practitioner I am. Come on, we do that. So we begin with teaching Bodhisattva, Buddha consciousness, its active aspect of open-heartedness, before teaching its still active of wisdom, its still aspect of wisdom. The Vajra symbolizes the active principle, what is considered the male principle in iconography, of open-heartedness. The bell symbolizes what is considered the female aspect in iconography of wisdom. Together, the union of method and wisdom comes freedom. The method is Buddha consciousness. The wisdom is Buddha consciousness. Bodhi means gone beyond. Sita, consciousness, awareness. The gone beyond of awareness is utter open-heartedness. The gone beyond of awareness is unlimitedness. Open-heartedness and unlimitedness come to be the same thing. But there are methods. The method for coming to open-heartedness, which is necessary. Look, what has kept you trapped in this wheel of samsara from beginningless time? Chasing what you want and running from what you don't want. There's your busyness. There's your stuckness. We never stop. I gotta get a, I gotta get a, I gotta get a. It's gonna get me if I don't. It's gonna get me if I don't. We live like this. Life upon life upon life. And this constant aversion and attraction is what keeps you trapped in the illusion of single, solitary, impermanent existence, in the wheel of birth and death. You will not be able to get off the wheel using the method that is holding you on the wheel. So if you pursue nirvana and try to run away from samsara, it won't work. It's just another wheel. Another tie to the wheel of birth and death and impermanence. Time is long. We are born through changes again and again, coming together and going apart and coming together. We are not individuals. We are ecologies. The sugar craving, the desire for the chocolate, is that your desire or your yeast's? When you have an overgrowth of yeast in your body, you have a sweet tooth. It gets worse. You want more and more sugar the more yeast there are overgrowing in your body. Who wants the sugar? You or them. 90% of the cells in your body are not you genetically. They're your inhabitants. The members of your ecology. As an aggregate, a combination of you and everybody else living in that body, who wants freedom? Who gets enlightened? Who realizes enlightenment, you or the East? Or both? If you try to isolate yourself out from everything else and grasp for nirvana, you are tightening yourself down and almost guaranteeing your return around the wheel. If you open your heart to all life in the recognition that all life influences each other, is together in this, bounces off each other, creates each other, if you relax into that state of open-hearted, open-mindedness, you will be able to let go easier of your hopes and your fears for your own self. And in fact, even of that concept of own self.